Happy Wednesday! You guys ready for the best show ever? Ever. Welcome to Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. I'm your host, Connie Henriquez, and my crazy co-host.
What's up, crazy Chrissy Bo?
As I'm looking at the wrong
Happy
camera.
Wednesday. That's all right.
I'm gonna shift this
That's
way.
all right. Not a problem. Yeah, it's one too many Tito's.
So crazy Chrissy.
Oh, look at James already ready with our commercial sign.
What's up with this?
James, you want me to bring you back up on stage? Talking to my mic? You want to talk to my mic?
Now we have a phone call. That's great.
I scared James off last week, if anybody was tuning in last week. Remember, he didn't have a mic. We brought him up on stage.
We had James come on stage and show everyone his shirt.
But remember, he had to talk into my mic, and then he ran away because he was scared talking into my breasts.
Touching your breast.
And then 2 seconds later, he's putting up the commercial sign. We're not taking a commercial, all right, James? Now the whole show, I'm not taking a commercial just because you're holding the sign. All right? I'm going to be a rebel this time.
James hid. He's not even behind the camera anymore. Oh, my Lord.
He loves that sign.
He does.
I love you, James.
Just like he loves his shirt.
I know. That shirt is amazing, by the way.
It is.
We did a good job on that.
We did, and we gave it to him for his birthday.
Yeah.
At Carlisle in the Green at Party in the Park.
Would you like to come up and show everybody again, James?
Come on,
Come on. Just do a walk by. Just walk by. You don't even have to speak.
A flash.
If you want to speak into my mic.
Show the commercial.
Oh, yeah, show the commercial sign.
There you go.
There's the lovely sign that James likes to show us every 2 seconds.
And when we see it, we try to avoid it because we're deep in thought. And so we're like, we're going to try to avoid it as long as possible.
Right. We ignore him. We're like.
Right. And then he holds it up higher and higher. And then we're like, James.
And then he does like this, like wrap it up. We're not wrapping anything up, guys. All right? This whole time we're taking no commercials until Fingers gets here. So what's up, Connie?
I love it. Well, first of all, I'm so excited. We had our last event of the summer.
Oh, my God.
Which, I mean, summer's not over yet. But
yeah, we still have more to come.
We had our last event of the summer, which was our, what is it called? Paint and Sip.
Oh, the paint and sip. Yeah. No, well, sip and paint. I call it sip and paint. Sip and paint. At the Pinos and Palettes in Bayshore, which I love.
How amazing was it?
Amazing. I love that place. It's beautiful.
First of all, let me just say, it's totally different because it's a spot specifically for a sip and paint.
Right.
So they have a bar, they have music.
Right. Amazing music.
Amazing
it could be like
music.
A club.
The teachers were so cool and fun.
Karen and Brian, the owners, we love you. Shout out to Karen and Brian.
Karen and Brian, they were the perfect hosts of the event.
Yes.
We had such a great time. And we had such a great turnout, too. We have some great pictures.
Oh, yes. Let's go to the picture. And we have great glasses. We'll show them
Yeah, we'll
after.
show you. You'll show the byproduct of our event.
There's our big easel.
There we go. Go ahead. There's our wonderful setup.
Steve Carl lost our other one.
A vino. That's a wine setup.
Yep.
And then we have our beautiful step and repeat with us in front of it. And there was like, I don't know
like
who
a brick
did the
wall.
circle. That was like amazing.
Karen did that. Thank you, Karen.
Beautiful, yeah.
She did a great. There's my mom and my
sister. There's Mrs. Bogue and Diana.
And my beautiful sister Diana. She supplied all of the crackers, cheese. She brought all the dessert, everything. She really took charge. I'm not good at that stuff. I need somebody that takes. I need somebody in charge of everything.
You didn't say that.
Well, she's good. She's a teacher.
Then
Me and you are not teachers.
If we were, how to start loving life. What are you talking about?
All right, fine, but we're not as organized as teachers are.
There's Natalie, my sister.
That we love, Nat.
She's also in the audience tonight.
That's right. We got a live audience, Nat and Frizank.
That's right. Then we have our beautiful group of peeps that were painting.
That's right.
They were so into it. I loved it.
I know. There's my sister and Paula. We love you, Paula.
Paula, you did a great job.
She did the best glass of the night, I thought.
She did?
Yeah.
I didn't even say.
Her glass was the most beautiful. We should have taken a picture of it. What's
Another
this?
group shot.
There's my glass.
Oh, there's our date night glass.
That's what I did, guys. I worked hours on it.
Let me tell you, Karen, the hostess, was like, Chrissy, give me your glass. I'm just going to paint it for you.
Because I suck.
And so she did a great job.
Oh, whatever,
and that's
guys.
Karen.
I'm not
that's
a painter,
Karen.
all right? I'm a clarinet player. All right, we got, there's me, you, and Karen.
Karen, the host of, what's the name of the place?
Pinos and Palettes.
Pinos and Palettes in Bayshore.
Great place. Right by the Salt and Barrel in Bayshore. So you can grab a bite to eat at the Salt and Barrel and then go over to Pinos and Palettes. There's me and James.
With our date night glasses on.
My videographer.
Yes.
Or our videographer. There's Frank Vitro.
Frank, who wore a pink shirt. Shout out to Frank.
That was very nice that he showed up for us.
Frank always shows up for us.
That's right. He's very supportive. There's Frizank.
Nat and Frank, our lovely death metal couple.
What they draw on their glass? A shark. That was good instead of the starfish.
So only Natalie and Frank would draw a shark in their beach glass.
That's a great picture.
With some blood.
All right. There's my mom, Annie, Nicole, my sister,
That was a great group shot.
I can't even see all the pictures. I can't see everything. Me, my sister, and Kristen Garrett.
Oh, that was a great picture.
We love you, Kristen. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Nini's, my cousin.
Oh,
she made.
That's your cousin?
She's not my blood cousin,
right,
but we call her my cousin.
Okay.
I've known her my whole life. We love you, Nini's. She made the second best glass of the night. We had a great turnout, by the way.
You know what? We had an amazing time. We really did.
We really did. Look at it. And I love the place. I'm going back.
Yeah.
There's Joseph.
That's us with our crew.
Nat, Frizank.
Frizank, of course.
Kazani.
Kazani.
I didn't think your name would rhyme with that, but it did.
Wow, great job. I don't know how you just pulled that out. That was great.
There's everybody very taking it seriously. Taking the painting very seriously.
It was very quiet in the beginning.
I know.
But the music was really good. Wasn't the music great?
I felt like I was in a club.
I know.
I wanted to get up and dance.
I know.
Maybe next time we will.
Exactly.
Look at Frizank, all very serious
painting
with
a
his
shark.
painting. Painting a shark.
A shark. Look at Frank. He's like,
it already went away, Frizank.
And there's us again.
There's me and Connie in front of our brick wall.
Wait, there's a date night glass again.
With the wine, with the martini glass, she did an amazing job on that.
She did a great with the
I had to
lime,
come back and fix the leg.
Yeah, and there's our group shot.
It's all right.
We had a great
Beautiful
group shot.
I know.
Great turnout. We had such a blast.
Who took those pictures, Karen?
I don't remember.
Thank you to Karen for taking the pictures for us. You did an amazing job on that.
Yeah.
And James. He took 31 of our pictures.
Exactly. Well, no. How funny is it, James? Yep. You posted the same picture 1,000,000 times on Facebook. I love you.
Oh, jeez.
Jeff and I were looking at it, we're like, oh, there's us again. There's us again. There's us
Finger?
again. There's us again.
The fingers is
oh, lovely, lovely. So yeah, so we had a great paint and sip and paint, which was great, and then
it was amazing.
Also, to be aware of our next event, please go to Facebook and like our Facebook page because we post all our future events.
And our beautiful new website.
And we have a new website, which is kind of like a work in progress, but you can also check it out at datenightTV.com.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, Date Night with Connie and Chrissy.
That's right, and you'll get all our shows all in one place.
James uploads all of them.
Uploads them all.
If he's not holding up the commercial sign, he will have the time to upload them. All right, thank you, James. Where's the commercial sign? You don't have it in your hand.
Natalie.
Oh, wow.
Natalie.
Wow, you actually let somebody else hold it.
Damn.
Wow, this is a first.
This is a first.
All right. I see where you're going. So what else did you guys do?
Before we get into that, because we had a little bit of a busy weekend, but I saw you had two handsome fellas at your house.
I did.
And they had two.
I did. I was not on a date, but
they looked a little young for you. I didn't want to say anything because
they're 8 years old.
One kind of looked like Diana,
and one looks like Frizank.
Right.
My Frizank, my bro-in-law.
Right. So I wasn't sure where
yes,
that was
Ethan
going.
and Mason. So I had to sleep over. But you know what I had to do? I had to go to Toys R Us and spend $1 million.
No,
that's what I had to do, guys. I spent my whole savings account. They're like, how much money do you have in your savings? I love it.
You're like a nut for one stuffed animal.
They're so funny. They're like, do you have more than $5,000 in your savings account? I'm like, not anymore. We were just at Toys R Us. And then they didn't have what he wanted, so we had to go to another one.
Wait,
I drove all over the world.
What did he want?
Marvel Universe, some Venom guy.
What?
I don't know. It's from Spider-Man or Marvel Universe. I don't know what it is, guys. It's Venom.
God.
All right, he's black with white on. I had to go to another Toys R Us. He wasn't there. I go to Target. He's not there. So I buy him other stuff. Now he's asking me, can I order it online and then maybe drop it off? I'm like, no, I'm not dropping it off. You'll get it for Halloween or Christmas.
Halloween or Christmas? Wow.
Yep, so I did a slumber party. They're so good. They really are. Like, they're the loves of my life.
They're
I love
adorable.
Them. They're so well behaved. They're so kind. They're so loving. I just love them so much.
Well, I'm sure you do.
I'm going to cry
adorable.
talking about them.
Oh, my God.
I am, because I love them.
Now you have to get on that Venom dude.
What did we watch? We just watched that movie that was just on in Miller's when we were just there.
Which?
What was the name of it? The Birds in it?
I don't forget. There was a movie on at Miller's? I thought
it was like showing, it was showing the preview for it. Angry Birds.
Oh,
that's it.
Angry Birds has a movie? I used to play it on my phone.
I know. They have a movie, so it was a pretty good movie. I watched that with them.
You watched it?
Yeah, yeah. Wow. So that was interesting. It was very fun.
That sounds so much fun.
What were you and Giuseppe doing while I was spending my whole savings account?
We were having fun. Well, first of all, which was so cool, last Friday night we were invited to the Nets training facility in Brooklyn.
Oh my God, you went to the training. Oh, wow.
So like how cool is that? Okay. So that's where they train. It's in Brooklyn.
That is awesome.
And they had this amazing, which I don't have a picture from, but They have an amazing rooftop bar.
Oh.
So we did that for Friday night.
You guys always get the rooftop.
Yeah. We had a really busy week,
guys.
so we were exhausted. That was like our picture, like Friday night, oh my God, I can't wait to get home and go to sleep.
Meanwhile, you guys don't look tired.
Really? Wow.
No.
It's the makeup.
You guys look ready. Ready
to go. So we did that.
Ready to sing against all odds.
Exactly, which we did.
No.
Actually, not quite. It was, what was the song Phil Collins sang on Monday?
Take Me Home.
Oh, Easy
Lover.
Isn't that such a weird
song?
song?
Eleanor does that song.
Yeah.
I love that song.
So on Monday we went to the U.S. Open, and Phil Collins was part of the opening ceremonies, and he sang Easy Lover.
Why didn't you guys take me? Just half a minute. You.
I thought you hated tennis, actually.
I do, but I love Phil.
Oh, well, we didn't know Phil was going to be there until we were there. So
my poor mother. She's been dying to see him. Did you ask him if he's going to be touring again?
I did. I said, you should have to be on date night. He's like, totally.
You should have.
I'm an easy lover. That's what he said.
Easy lover.
He says, I heard,
what else did he
sing? That Chrissy loves Against All Odds.
What else did he sing? Oh, that's a great one.
He did? I don't remember that. He did?
Did he only do two, Joseph?
Oh. And that's our drink. They had a great, what was that drink we had there? It was like...
was it called Take Me Home?
No, something Deuce. They had a
It looks like
US
a Zippy.
Open. Yeah,
that looks like a Zippy, man.
It was a pink lemonade,
Oh,
seltzer.
they're biting off of Zippies.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. They're biting off of Hausers. I don't like it.
But we had an amazing time at the US Open. So if you love tennis,
man.
or even if you don't, go. It's a lot of fun.
I want to go next time.
It's for another 2 weeks. You can go again.
Maybe Dave Matthews will be performing next time.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Whatever. All right, so we have a great guest tonight. I can't wait to get him out.
We do, but first, before the guest, we're going to do my Start Loving Life tip of the day.
We all need to start loving life.
That's right. And this
according to Connie.
That's right, because if not, you're just wasting your time.
You're just going to kill yourself.
Exactly. Well, hopefully not. But yes, you're wasting your time. So the Start Loving Life tip of the day is don't ever settle for a bad mood. Do whatever you need to do to get back on track.
I like that. How do we do it?
So this is a thing, right? And I know even for me, sometimes things can be very overwhelming, right?
Yes.
I know for my business, I do a lot of online business. It's very overwhelming, a lot of tech stuff. Tech stuff goes wrong. I don't know a lot of it. I mean, I do know a lot of it, but then the stuff you realize you don't know, it can be really overwhelming. So you can get very easily in a bad mood, just like anything
Of
in
course.
life. Now, this is the thing. Some people stay in a bad mood, and they'll be cranky pants. You don't want to be that person. Because why? You feel like crap. And it's just so not good. So you want to do whatever you can to get back on track. So what I like to do is I take a nap.
No, yeah, you told me that recently. I'm like, shoot, I got to start taking naps.
Right, I take a nap.
You guys did that one time after we were out in the Hamptons at an event.
Yes,
and we were going to see
Eleanor
after.
I wasn't even cranky then. I was just really tired.
I didn't even take a nap. I was dying at that.
But you want to take a nap because what happens is when you take a nap, all thought stops.
Wow.
And then when you wake up, you're refreshed.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah, or like do whatever you can to distract yourself from the bad mood. Sometimes I walk pumpkin. Sometimes I take a nap. Sometimes
drink
I
Tito's.
Go hang out with you. I'll go meet you at JT's.
That's right.
Right. So give yourself a break. Know that being in a bad mood, be aware of it, and then just be aware that it can pass. But you have to do whatever you need to do to get past it.
Take care of yourself first.
Ooh, right there.
Right,
nice
bitches. I said it here first.
See. She listens.
Throw on some Dave Matthews, some Phil Collins, Against All Odds.
Well, that's a little depressing, but whatever you need to do to move past it. All right, dude, so what's your bestie? It sounds really interesting.
I love my bestie. It is cool. It is the website undoulas.com. I hope I'm saying it right. Anyway, we've all had bad dates. We've all gone on dates. We don't know who the guy is. We have no idea who he is. Yeah. Anyway, what I love about this site is it's two sisters. They were attorneys, or they are attorneys still, I'm sorry. And they both went through divorce together at the same time, I guess. Then they both went on bad dates together, and they were like, we want to come up with something to help women.
Okay.
So they come up with this website. They create this tool. It gives women an opportunity to do their research. It rates their date. So you could type in the name of the guy that you're about to go out with, and it'll give you reviews from other girls that have gone out with the same guy.
What?
I love it. I love it. I love this idea.
What happens if you're into different types of guys?
Me and you should have thought of this, and we'd be millionaires right now. It's $19.95 for 3 months.
For 3 months?
Yeah. Yep. But you still have to pay $5.95 on top of it.
For what?
I don't know. It does a background check on the guy, but it'll.
So wait, you go.
It does a criminal report, a background check, and then it gives you the reviews from other girls that dated him. So I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna type in the guy's name.
Now, is it skewed though? Because if I go on a date and I'm looking for something different,
right?
And then I rate him one way, and then someone else rates him a different. Like
that can happen.
I wonder if it's a skewed. Like I feel bad, nah?
Why do you feel bad?
Well, the guy's gonna be like, "Well, she was a jerk."
Say you're about to go out with a guy.
Yeah.
You don't know him from a hole in a wall.
Yeah.
So you know his name.
Yeah.
Now you're subscribing to this website. You type in his name, and all these chicks write, he's crazy, he's controlling, he's annoying. Yeah, he walked out on me. Now you're like, peace out. I ain't going out wasting my time. I ain't wasting my Saturday night.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Swipe left, and I find somebody else.
Amigos.
Exactly.
And then you go. I'm gonna go back to Match.com or Bagel or Bumble.
Nah, screw those things. So go to undolus.com. It's UNDOLUS.com, and it's $19.95 for 3 months. But isn't that cool?
And it's a bargain.
These attorneys came up with the idea. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. I'm not doing a commercial. I told you not to do a commercial the whole show.
Get out of here.
But I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea, too.
Thank you. I'm signing up tomorrow.
I'd be curious of the reviews.
Me, too. Who can we I'm going to type in everybody I ever dated.
That's right.
I'm curious now.
We should. And is it only men that they
get reviews? Women. No, you could do women, too.
So women can get reviewed, too?
Yes. Yeah, Nat wants to see you reviewed her.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea, Vicky.
Been dating.
All right, Vicky brought up a good point. We can type in ourselves. All right, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Don't date yourself. You suck. The end.
No, you'd be like, she's the hottest chick ever. I would totally date her.
That's what Connie
She's amazing. From Anonymous.
All right, so we'll take a quick break because James is getting antsy.
Yeah.
He seems like he wants to choke us out. And we'll be back with Fingers,
from
legendary
WBAB.
jockey from WBAB. We can't wait to have him on the show.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Shannon Gates is the #1 fence provider on Long Island, with the most inventory in stock, including vinyl, chain link, and aluminum. Offers a custom powder-coated system that prevents rust throughout the life of the fence. We carry fence tools to the trade. We even stock wood, rail, and glass hardware as well. Shannon Gates has our very own patented locking system. The next time you need fencing of any sort, both commercial and private, give Shannon Gates a call at 631-392-4330. You can also visit our website at shannongatesinc.com.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Shannon Gates is the #1 fence provider on Long Island, with the most inventory in stock, including vinyl, chain link, and aluminum. Offers a custom powder-coated system that prevents rust throughout the life of the fence. We carry fence tools to the trade. We even stock wood, rail, and glass hardware as well. Shannon Gates has our very own patented locking system. The next time you need fencing of any sort, both commercial and private, give Shannon Gates a call at 631-392-4330. You can also visit our website at shannongatesinc.com.
Galaxy Luxury.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with that computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
We're back with Fingers! WPAP, you listen to him every morning, 102.3.
Afternoons.
That's right. Sorry, every afternoon. What are the hours again?
2 to 7.
2 to 7. It was
2 to 7.
If you want to hear me in the morning, tune into San Antonio's Eagle.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. You rode here
My
on your
pleasure.
We
motorcycle.
love you.
Got a
Come
nice spread
on.
here.
We've been trying to get you forever.
I
We're so
know,
happy
man.
to actually have you on now.
I'm so bashful.
Oh,
You are?
please.
Yeah.
Get right.
Oh, my God. I don't believe it, man.
don't
You're an
believe
on-air
it.
personality. So you rode in on your motorcycle.
I did.
How was it? How was the ride over?
It actually got a little bit cooler. Today was hot.
Oh, all right.
It
Very
was
hot.
I'm glad
a nice
you
little
enjoyed
scoot.
it.
It's not that far from the studios.
No, it's not.
See, you were
15
right here.
minutes.
That's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
I think I made it in 13.
There you go.
So if people who don't know you, they've been living under a rock. They don't.
Under a rock on Long Island. They have no idea who you are.
How did you get started in radio? Was this something you always wanted to do? Was it a passion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was probably about 7 years old when I knew that this was what I wanted to do.
No way. At
What?
7 years
How
old.
did that happen?
My mother was into music very much. She listened to all the girl bands back in the 60s. She loved all the guys, Elvis, Bobby Vinton, Tom Jones, all those cats. And I got a good appreciation of music between, her and my father listened to music a lot as well. And I think the first instrument that I fell in love with was the harmonica.
What?
I love the harmonica.
Yeah. That's impressive.
So I
You
was.
should have brought it. You
I
could've played it.
actually owned
Play
a
it
couple
too.
when I was younger, but I never really chased the idea or the dream, because it really wasn't a dream, to be a rock star, if you will.
Oh.
I always liked the ability of turning people onto music and seeing them light up when they heard something that they dug.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because music is like, it's like a little time capsule. There's these little 3-4 minute pieces of time, and a song can either take you to a place in your past, or it can take you out of a place that you're in your present.
I love what he said.
And that's what I love about
love the
music,
presence.
because it's totally interpretive. The artist writes from his heart and his head,
Yeah.
and he puts it down, and regardless of the melody and the chorus or the structure of the song musically, the lyrics, take you someplace too.
Absolutely.
And sometimes the lyrics don't even matter. It just be the sound of the song just comes on, and you're like, oh,
I agree.
wow, I remember when I was 7.
Yeah.
But I knew then, and I had a little tiny transistor radio that I used to listen to with a little earbud, sitting on the beach at Coney Island,
No way.
and just loved listening to all kinds of music. I loved Wolfman Jack and Don Imus as I grew up, Dr. Demento, and I just chased music everywhere I went, and the whole Fingers thing started.
I was
But wait,
gonna
wait,
ask
wait.
you
No,
that.
before we go there. So wait. So you're 7. You're like, oh, this seems pretty cool. My mom loves music. My dad loves music. I want to follow this, maybe not passionately. So how did you actually get involved in radio?
Yeah.
Well, I did everything I could to learn about audio and stuff. My parents bought me a reel-to-reel plate. It looked like something out of Mission Impossible.
Oh, really?
And I used to record, me talking and then playing a song off my little close and play.
I love it.
And then just try and, make stuff up, And when I was towards the end of my career working with the band.
Wait, what band?
Yeah,
you're skipping ahead, Fingers.
Well,
Come on.
you wanted me to go to where I started in radio.
Go ahead. So you started a band.
So,
Were you
no,
playing
I didn't
guitar
start a
or what were
band.
you doing?
I'll tell you the story.
All right, go ahead.
There was a club
So
called
listen.
Rum Bottoms. It was in Massapequa. As a matter of fact, they
Rum
just had a
Bottoms,
big reunion over at Mulcahy's recently.
Oh my God.
So Rum Bottoms had this band called the 60s that played all the time, so I used to go see them. And one night, the band was ill, and they had this band Whitefire cover for them.
Okay.
Whitefire did stuff by Queen and Kiss and the Cars
That's awesome.
and Doobie Brothers and just a wide stretch of what we now call classic rock.
Right.
And so I was in front of the stage one night, and I'm hanging out and watching the band. It's a packed room and everything, and it was a fairly narrow stage, and or I should say shallow stage. And the bass player is playing his bass, and he steps on this cable that is connected to an extension cable to the singer, and it disconnects the singer.
Shoot.
So the singer's on the other side of the stage, he's singing, and all of a sudden
we
there's
know
no vocal. And the sound man, of course, is all the way in the back of the room.
Right.
And he's like, and I know what happened. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, somebody's got to plug that thing in. So I don't want to get killed by the security guys, but at the last second, like your life can change in 30 seconds, and that's what happened. I just looked, and I got up on the stage, and I army crawled across, and I went, and it went pop.
That's crazy.
And the singer looked over, and he was on, and they finished the set. After the set, they came over, and they bought me a drink, and they said thanks, and got to know the guys in the band. A couple of weeks later, they come over to me, and they go, our light man is leaving. Do you want the job?
Wow.
To
And
be
I
a
said,
light man, did you
yeah.
have any idea what that entails?
Yeah, well, I took electricity in school, and
Oh my God,
I
that's
did
weird.
the senior variety show in high school.
But they didn't know that.
And I
That's
set up
ironic.
lights,
The
and I set up
universe.
buckets of hot water with dry ice in them and stuff. And so I was like, sure, I would love to do it. So the first gig, or one of the first gigs we had, was at a club in Queens called Beggar's Opera, which was like the place that all the big bands stopped on the way out to the island and on the way back out. And the singer starts this thing. Now, there was a Bones, a Doc, Scotty, who was Styx, and all these nicknames, and they wanted a nickname for me. So they were yelling out a couple of different things, and the drummer, Scott, yells out, what about Fingers? Because I used to do the lights on almost like a keyboard thing, pressure sensitive switches, and I would do the lights like this instead of just turning them on and waiting the song and turning it on.
Wow.
So it had to have action on the stage. And so when they said Fingers, this girl in the audience yelled out, Russian fingers and Roman hands, and I was like, I want that one! and it
That's
stuck.
awesome.
So for the next 2 years, I worked with this band all throughout the tri-state area, and I got to know
Wow.
all the club owners because we were there before the band
That's crazy.
and the crowd. And then one night at Beggar's Opera, interestingly enough, I went over to the owner and I said, your DJ sucks. And I liked the DJ, the guy, Doug. He was Doug Seacat. He was a great guy. He's in the Air Force, a lifer.
Aw.
And his thing was, his problem was, he was afraid of the microphone. So he never
What?
understood what he said. And every song he
Never
played was like 8 minutes long.
He was like the Peanuts, womp, womp,
Yeah.
womp, womp.
The band would break, and he'd play Slow Ride and friggin' Freebird.
How
and
are
then
you
to
a
put the
DJ
next
and
band
you're afraid
on.
of the mic? That's crazy,
He
man.
fell into it. He had a record collection, and the club
Wait,
owner
it
said,
had to
okay.
happen because what happened as a result?
Oh, I don't know this.
Well,
Well, I'm making it up.
I,
So,
I,
Is this what really
I'm
happened?
just guessing. Go ahead. Yeah.
the club owner goes, oh, you could do a better job? And I said, yeah, I could. And he goes, okay, be here Tuesday night. Bring your
No.
stuff. And I was like, okay.
You're like humming.
So I show up Tuesday night. I bring in 18 crates of albums. It's
No.
like, you got enough music? You're only going to be here for 4 hours. And like, you got to have everything. You got to be ready.
You got to be ready.
So I went up, and the first thing they noticed was the music was different. There was a lot of different songs because you could play a lot of songs in the time it takes to play Freebird. And then I spoke on the mic. And I was already comfortable with the mic from screwing around as a kid, and then being with the band. I sang with the band once or twice, played drums once or twice. And, you know, of course, you're always up there checking the mics and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So I open up my mouth, and I do an announcement of all the stuff. And the first thing, and it's a big high ceiling, and I'm up in a fire escape.
Was that
firemen own it.
Mulcahy's?
No, this was at Beggar's Opera.
Oh.
And I open up the mic, and I start talking, and everybody just turns around. Who the fuck's up in the booth?
This doesn't sound like the other guy, the Womp Womp
And
guy.
the owner, and then I noticed the owner's just standing there like this, looking at me and smiling.
Wow.
I finished the first set of music. It was just the first set. I put on the first band. I come down, and he goes, "You're hired. Come down Thursday night with your stuff. Bring the right music. Johnny Winter's playing." And I was like, "Yeah!" Then I had to go talk to the band.
So wait, during that moment while you're doing it, like, did you feel like, should I have this? Like, oh my God, this is amazing?
No, I didn't think about it at all. I just,
Really?
it was just totally, it was an opportunity given to me. I looked at it as a chance to have fun. I didn't think about if I get it, if I don't get it,
Right,
you know, if I
right.
suck, if I'm
Right.
good. I just was like running on adrenaline. You know?
Wow.
And I went and I did it, and he hired me. And then the night Johnny Winter played, it was packed to the rafters, and I played everything from the Ramones to Deep Purple. And I
everybody
worked
was
there
digging
for
it.
2 years.
Wow.
So I got to meet all the bands again, because I knew a lot of bands. Twisted Sister, Zebra, all the big bands we met when we were playing in the band.
Right. So wait, what did the band say when you had to resign from being the line guy?
They loved me, and I loved them, and they were like, "Dude, you got to chase your dream."
Aww.
So I was like, I got to do what I got to do.
How'd you end up at WBAB then?
So then, now this was in Queens, and at the time I was living in Massapequa Park.
Sounds like a hike.
And it was. My parents weren't too happy about me coming home at 5 o'clock in the morning, bringing 18 crates of albums up past their bedroom into my
That's the
bedroom
worst.
Now you
upstairs.
just need a Mac.
They're like, Fingers is home again.
I had arms like Bruno Mars. like Bruno
crazy.
Sammartino. But a friend of mine, I used to listen to BAB when I was on the island, and when I was in Queens, I would listen to NEW. And a friend of mine called me up and said, "Hey, I heard BAB make an announcement. They're looking for somebody to drive the van."
No way.
What?
And I said,
Oh, your mosaic fell in your shirt. Fingers.
"What happened?"
Your mic's in your
Fingers, your
shirt.
mic.
But maybe it's on your nipple. Maybe it's on your chain.
Hi.
That was
Did you enjoy the conversation
That was
with my
awesome.
penis? Okay, so I digress.
Great. Oh, God.
That
was awesome.
I don't even know what the hell I was talking about anymore.
How did you get to WBAB?
Oh, so
they
I
were
went-
looking for an on-air
I
personality.
interviewed
Yeah.
for the job.
For the van. To
to
drive the van?
Oh, for the
the
van.
van job was delivering inter-office mail, because we owned 2 stations. One was in Merrick and one was in Babylon, West Babylon. And then to in the course of the day, if I saw somebody with a BAB bumper sticker on their car, to give them,
A prize
tickets
of
and
some
albums.
sort, okay.
Back then, we gave away turntables and boomboxes.
No!
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
How do we get on that?
I'd pull over and I'd like, dude,
Now they just
techniques, baby.
Why
Sign
did they
this.
just give you a sticker and a shirt? You were getting turntables?
That was back when
Damn.
everybody had a sticker on their car.
Damn.
Well, that was also back when there were bumpers on cars.
Right.
And so the thing that the station liked, and it was really funny, because I walk into Bob Buckman's office to do the interview, and he looks just like me. He had the same long black curly hair. We were young, same age category, same build. It was wild. And
So wait, you didn't mind going from being a DJ of some sort to
no,
like,
because I
driving-
felt like I had done that, and the money was good, but I was spending all the money on clothes, records, and drugs.
Yeah. Keep
and
it
it was
real.
just-
Don't hold anything
Keeping
back.
it real with Fingers. The new segment on Date Night.
And
You
it
mentioned
was the
Paul last
80s,
week.
man.
I know.
And so when I saw the opportunity at BAB, my initial thought was that I'd be able to do both.
Oh.
And I did for a
okay.
short period of time. But then one of the things they liked about me is that I already had, as they put it, a persona with the nickname and everything, and that everybody in the club circuit knew me. So it was a perfect shoe-in to have this clown drive the van.
Oh.
And so I got the job March 15th, 1982.
Wow, you remember
You have good
date,
memory.
damn.
Yeah, it was my ex-wife's 11th birthday.
Why do you remember her birthday? Screw her. Fingers, come on.
That's my children's mother.
All right, but
Okay, happy
I love your
birthday to
children,
you.
but-
So I do the van driving thing and the club thing for a little while, but then there's it was spring, so then now spring starts kicking in summer, and they need me at all these clubs over the the weekend, so I couldn't do the club anymore. And the club was good money, but I was like, all right, I'll I took a severe dip in pay, but my foot was in the door, and they even told me, Bob said to me, he said, don't look at this as a way to get on the air because it's not guaranteed, but he was into like people going through college and all that. I went to college for like 15 minutes.
wow.
That's all you needed. Come
And-
on, your fingers.
and-
You got
and-
dumb fingers.
And then he.
But you didn't go to school for broadcasting.
Well, I did. While I was at Vegas Opera, I went to a tech school called MBS Broadcasting.
Where were
I
they
always
located?
said it was no bullshit broadcasting.
Yeah, where were
because
they located?
It was in Manhattan.
Wow.
And I used to go into the city and I recorded a 15-minute show. They said, you got to develop your show. They taught you how to breathe and the FCC laws.
Yeah.
And, diction and all that kind of crap. And all I did was wanted to know how to use all the equipment. And you would produce a show for the Kaleidoscope Network. And basically what it was an hour reel-to-reel tape that had 4 15-minute shows on it. And one of them was mine. And it would get shipped out to Altoona, Pennsylvania, to a college there, and they would play it.
Oh, wow.
So I made up this show
cool.
called Making Waves. And it was all the new music washing ashore in America.
I like that.
And I played everything from,
I like that
XTC
name.
to Twisted Sister.
That's awesome.
So that, lasted the course of learning the stuff. And now I'm working for the radio station. And, of course, all I want to do is get on the air.
Right.
Of course.
And in October of 83,
Why are you good with dates? Oh, my.
Yeah, you're really good.
Buckman said to me, I had come to him and I said, I want to do a heavy metal show.
Wait. No, we want to hear about this. We got to.
Oh!
No, we want to go to commercial.
I wasn't going to cut him off.
This is like the
I
big
told James
thing.
we're not doing any
Come
commercials.
on, this is what Figures is known for. So I want to hear the whole story. I don't want any interruptions.
So we're taking a commercial?
We're going to take a commercial, and you're going to come
God.
right back. And we're going to hear about Fingers, how he got into heavy metal, and Fingers Metal Shop.
Friggin' James. Now James is at eye level.
You smell so good, I won't have to bathe the next 2 weeks. Anything. So, here, laugh a little harder. All right?
I will take him. I would be proud to show you off, you little old weirdo man.
Get a new sweater. The worst dressed man here tonight. Right? Look, get that laugh, and get it in there tonight because nobody else is gonna laugh like her. She's under drugs, all right?
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
And we're back.
We're back with Fingers. We love you.
Yeah, we love Fingers.
All right, so we were talking about how you got into radio. You finally got on air.
Yep.
And then
So
what
I
happened?
went into to Buckman and I said I want to do a metal show, and I sat in my room one night, stoned out of my mind,
Oh, man.
with an 8-track player, a turntable, a cassette deck,
I love this guy.
and a reel-to-reel, and I made the introduction to Fingers Metal Shop
Wow, how'd you
with
do
all
that?
these-
For
Just
anybody who
took
doesn't
all
know,
kinds
that's
of
your
audio.
show. That's the name of your show.
Yeah, Fingers Metal Shop is the name of the show. And the first, nowadays, there was an addendum to the intro back in the late 80s, early 90s, I think. This girl, Lisa Gallardo, took the time to, and that's all the songs that have the fingers in it.
Oh, right.
That part is what she made.
Natalie knows.
The audience has a comment.
But the
I have
whole
blisters on my
beginning,
fingers,
you know,
she's
the
saying.
whole ending part was the original opening to the show. It had footsteps, and I was like, where am I? I can't find my classroom. The whole idea of Fingers Metal Shop was not to be Fingers, it's my show. It was like, I tried to treat it like it was like a class, like school. And that we were attending Fingers Metal Shop, not just listening to it, but we were all part of it, and everybody had a piece of it. But one of the things, and I played the intro for them, and they were like, what the hell? And he said, okay, we'll give you a shot. And the first show, he said, I want everything familiar. So it was all Def Leppard and Van Halen and Twisted Sister and, Deep Purple and stuff like that. And then he never said a word after that. And I started getting mail from places. I don't even know how the hell they found out the show was on the air. This is before MTV.
Wow.
No way. Before MTV.
CDs. Before, like, the internet. Before there was any kind of... I remember getting a record from a guy in South America, a band called Wild Child. And I couldn't believe that they found out that I was on the air. And the station had said to me, the one stipulation to get in the show was, we're not going to promote it.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh.
So how'd you promote it?
Let us know.
Fingers has got away.
I took a tape player, and I went to all the game rooms on Long Island. Back when there was Time Out and Galaxy. And
oh my God, I don't remember.
every mall had a game room.
Oh, the game rooms.
Arcades.
In the mall. Oh my God, really?
So I would go to the game rooms in the arcades where it would be populated with all the kids that would love this music, and I went to each one of them. I said, what's your favorite band? You're going to be on the radio this weekend.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite band?
Very
What band you
smart,
want to hear?
Fingers.
What band you want to hear?
Genius.
Then I'd go back to the studio, cut them all out, and then I'd just play it on the air, and everybody started to listen, and then we'd tell their friends, tune in to check out, I'm going to be on the radio. And all they did was go, Quiet Riot! And that was them on the radio.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It just was the perfect time because it was 83, Quiet Riot's album had just come out, and by 84, it was the #1 record in the country, and it was like, holy crap, heavy metal actually fucking matters.
Wow.
And it just took off from there. And we had an hour at midnight until 1 for the longest time. Then he gave us a second hour till 2, and then I fought him for a third hour, and we agreed to move it to 11 to 1.
Wow.
And for 21 years, I had the most amazing people come through that studio.
And you were playing Motley Crue before they even became big, right?
I played Motley Crue.
What was that experience like?
I remember Motley Crue coming into the studio, all done
You
up.
had them in?
Wow. What?
All
With the
done
makeup
up
and everything?
for the Shout at the Devil album.
Oh,
You had them actually, you interviewed them
Oh, yeah.
in the studio? So
Were
what
they
was that
cool?
Vince
experience
Neil
like?
and I want to say it was Nikki.
Wow.
And totally done up like they were on stage. It was like, and it was just.
That is awesome.
And they walked in, and everybody in the office is like, what the hell is that? I'm like, it's Motley Crue.
And then they become huge.
Yeah.
And you're like, I had them on my show.
I without being verbose, we had a hand in breaking the bands, the splinters of the genre. I remember when Slayer came out. I mean, I didn't have the stomach for the speed and the thrash at first, but it was my job to expose it. So
Right.
I would listen to all this, and I'd go, well, some of this is good, some of this is god awful, and so I started to pepper that kind of stuff in.
Okay.
And then it became, there was a point where it was almost like that's all that was coming out.
Wow.
Right.
And so we played, I always made it was an inclusive show. It played every splinter of the genre. And there was none of this like, glam metal sucks and, I'd screw everybody up. I'd play Angel of Death right after Firehouse, Don't Treat Me Bad. And everybody be like, fucking headlock, like, what did he just do? But it was fun, it was cool. And so many artists came through, Pete Steele and the guys in Life of Agony. We'd have anniversary shows. The guys in Life of Agony came into the studio and played live.
Wow.
We had Apocalyptica come in
What
with their
about
cellos
Poison?
and
Did
play
you have
live.
Poison?
Poison.
Oh yeah, I had Poison when
I
they were
love
on
them.
Enigma.
Oh,
And me and
I was a huge fan of
and
that.
Brett talk about that
Oh,
all
my
the time
God.
about how back in the day he was in the warehouse stuffing records into the boxes to send
No
them
way.
out. Just
Really?
to get, yeah.
Interesting.
It was.
Who was your favorite band to interview?
Well, I don't really have like a favorite band that I interviewed, but I do have, you know,
Who
ones
you
that
looked
were
up
really
to?
special. Like, I sat in a room for an hour and a half talking to Ozzy.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
It was the tribute
Was
album.
Sharon there?
No,
Sharon.
no, but I had dinner with
Ozzy?
Sharon and Ozzy.
No way.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
But Ozzy was pristine clean, dressed to the teeth all in white. His hair was done. And this was the tribute album. So this is like right after the Bark at the Moon tour and stuff. So his hair was a little blonde and stuff going on. And he didn't have the tremor as deep as he had now. And he was articulate, and he was fun and passionate, and he spoke so kindly and lovingly about Randy. And it was just the coolest interview. And
Where'd you guys go to eat?
Chili's.
2 nights later.
Chili's?
No, we ate backstage together. This was another event. But 2 nights later, he came to Sundance, which was the place to be if you were into
Yep.
metal in the 80s.
Of course.
We all
Frank
know.
Mullen from Suffocation is
Suffocation.
applauding that.
That's where we broke them. But Ozzy came there to see Gene Marcello as a possible guitar player to replace Randy. Now, there's nobody in the club. Unfortunately, they were playing, and there was like, I don't know, 50, 100 people in the club. And Sundance was huge.
That's it? Wow.
And I'm standing up at the soundboard, which is at the back of the room.
Right.
And I'm standing next to Richie, and all of a sudden, Ozzy comes walking up. And he's like, where's the stage? And we just looked at him and went, just turn around. He was so hammered. I don't think he ever had a chance.
Stop it.
And I was like, dude, I just saw you 2 nights ago.
Just
You're straight
turn
as an arrow.
around.
It's like you fall off the wagon and climb back on every other day. But that was a cool thing.
Just
to
turn
sit and talk
around.
with him, you know. Queensryche. I had Queensryche live in the studio. Yeah, way before that. I had him on I did an interview with them for The Warning. And then for Rage for Order, they come in. And Michael Wilton and Jeff Tate are in there. And I have it on video. They're babies. And we're talking about the record. And Michael Wilton says, the record label says, if we sell enough copies, they'll put it on CD. Now if you sell enough copies, they put it on vinyl.
I love it. That's hysterical.
So that was a good one. That was great.
That was a good one.
Interviewing Uli John Roth from the Scorpions he was doing a solo thing, and the interesting, he's really deep German accent, and you know sometimes a little hard to decipher what he's saying, but the way he articulated how he played the guitar, especially for one of the songs, I don't remember the name of it that we were talking about, but he got the whole riff and flow of the song and his lead from watching a bird fly.
No way.
And just listening to him describe it and then listening to the song, you were like,
Wow.
Wow.
I get it. You know?
You're like, I gotta go smoke some weed and then I gotta listen to the song again.
I'm going to fly with some birds.
Pete's, in the 90s, we had Pete Steele from Typo Negative on a couple of times. I remember the first time he came in, he's like 7 feet tall. And I'm like, so why are you so negative?
No, you sound like Connie.
And he goes, we're not negative. He goes, we're just more like, you know, pointing stuff out.
That's
And,
great. I love it.
And it turns out that him and I went to the same Catholic school in Brooklyn.
No.
You went to a
Only
Catholic
a year
school?
apart.
What?
But never knew each other.
No.
That's
weird?
crazy.
That is crazy.
That is hysterical. Now, with the Fingers Metal Shop show that you have, do you ever think about taking that to TV and you can interview these singers on
No.
TV? You don't want to do TV?
I've interviewed all of them.
But on
You know,
radio.
I have some
He's
of them on
over it.
video.
You don't want to be like us, have a
What's the
TV
difference?
show?
Just
Look
sitting in
at-
front of a camera or a microphone, the same interview, same
It's a big
questions.
difference.
same
Did
Did you ever
answers.
try it?
It's a
Did
big
you ever try it?
difference.
I've done television interviews and I started a pilot. I made a pilot
Oh, you
years
did?
ago. But I'm attracted to television, but not. Well, let's put it this way: I've done radio for 35 years now,
That's crazy.
and I love it. You know, and I've been blessed to last as long
Yes,
as I
you
have,
have.
especially in the same place.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have.
Most people have to move like 7 times.
Right.
But I want to do something different.
Like
And,
what?
if I do a TV show,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be so much of a metal show as much of I'd rather do like a Johnny Carson show.
Like a
Wow.
date night, like a
I
date
was
night variety show.
infatuated with Johnny Carson. I
That's
remember sitting up
awesome.
late with my mother, making her eggs while she's coloring her hair, and Johnny Carson's on, and I'm thinking, this guy's talking to movie stars and rock stars and making everybody laugh and getting paid?
So you want to change it up. You want to change it up.
Yeah, and I like to write. So I have a couple of things, and I have a couple of science fiction things, and I also have like an autobiography kind of thing I'm writing.
Really?
Very nice.
So, yeah.
All right, so we could expect to see you on TV someday, like Johnny Carson.
Well, he's on date night.
never
Hello,
know.
this is
That's
the first
right.
step. Come on.
This is your next step,
Your
fingers.
your next interview, you'll be like, you know what, date night?
I might be the male component.
Come on.
Yeah, we need a male component.
That's right.
We need
You
a
never
male
know.
perspective.
We do.
All right,
on
so you're
date
against
night.
having a TV show. That's fine. All right,
Now,
we get it.
fingers, let's say, are
How
you
do-
single?
I'm seeing somebody right now.
Ah,
Oh, very nice.
That's good.
I hate dating.
we
Wait,
do too.
what do you mean
Well,
you
I do
hate
too.
dating?
She's already.
It's such
She's
a pain
with
in
somebody.
the ass.
I'm not.
It's so, wait,
sucks.
why is this such a pain in
Right,
the ass?
fingers? Tell me about it. Connie
Listen,
doesn't understand.
I love meeting new people,
Yeah, okay,
I
so
love-
that sounds good.
having fun. I love being able to have sex.
Okay.
I love being able to get inside of people's minds and learn about them and
so
expose
where's the
myself.
problem, right?
We're surrounded by fucking lunatics.
Yep.
Oh,
I love fingers.
Oh,
Fingers, you said
man.
it. You said
Come
you hit the
on,
nail on the
Fingers.
head.
Were you
He's
on,
right.
were you on POF?
Some people are
Crazy, man.
a little more broken than others, and have a
He's
hard
right.
time getting past their brokenness.
Some people.
I
yeah.
agree with you with
Where
that.
did you meet these
Sometimes
people?
you want to be the compassionate person and say, "Hey, let's just be friends." And sometimes you want to be the person that goes, "I need to protect myself." Goodbye.
Adios, amigos.
Fingers, I love you. Can we have him on every week to give the male perspective? That was the best.
So wait, all right. So wait.
That
so
was the
when
best I've
you
ever heard on the show.
were newly single.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do online dating? Did you
No.
get your, so what did you do? All right, so,
If I have to tell a computer to find me something, get out of here.
That is
This
awesome.
is interesting. All right.
I think that love
Yeah.
should happen naturally.
I agree with you
Okay.
organically.
All
I agree
I
with
think when you find it, you know it, and you might be a little broken, so that you don't want to admit it, or that you can't have it actually let it crystallize in your heart and your mind yet. But you just know.
So what? So what? So
I love
how
him.
did you get out there, so that way you met this person that you're hanging out with now? What'd you do?
I was sitting at my dinner table having dinner with another woman,
Oh,
and a
that's-
friend of mine walked into my
you.
house.
A date or a friend?
He was on
A date.
Oh, wow.
And another woman came in with my friend. They were going to play pool.
and you were
And
like,
thi-
I think I
and
like
this
you better.
woman sat across the table from me. I was captivated. I could not stop looking at it, to the point that it was like kind of weird.
I love it. That's great.
I always believed it was love at first sight, and I still
Oh, that's beautiful.
do. And that turned into a 7-year relationship.
Aw.
Yeah.
I like
So-
fingers. I didn't know you were so romantic and sensitive.
I am a sap.
So wait,
I
so
love
when you
you
see
even
this
more
lady,
now.
like, do you say, "Excuse me, I think I'm more interested in this lady that just walked in"? How did you get involved
Yeah.
with her?
Well, actually, my friend, the guy, and the girl that was having dinner started talking to each other, going, "Do you believe these two?" Because we were going back and forth, and I had
Oh,
the iPod on in the kitchen, and I'm hitting the
text
shuffle
message?
and
Oh.
keep going through, and we're playing like Name That Tune, and a Frank Zappa song came
And you
on,
guys
and
just-
she knew Frank Zappa, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's a keeper."
You're like, I think I
You
love
guys just
her.
tuned the other
girl
two
that
out
knows Frank
like they weren't
Zappa.
even there.
But, time goes on, and you learn about each other, and things, sometimes don't always work out the way that you want. And I think as we grow as adults and grow into life, that you find that every person that you had in your life, even if it ended in a train wreck,
It always benefits
there
you.
was something that
Served you.
served you, right? And there's also stuff that destroys you, too.
Correct.
Well,
He's
no,
very
That's
right
no,
about
on,
that.
no.
but that's on you.
No, it makes
Because
you
if I let you
clear.
destroy me, that's on
Wait,
me.
he's
But
saying
wait.
something key right now.
No, but
He just said a key thing.
no, it
If you
doesn't.
let it destroy you.
No, but the thing is this: it makes it clear about what's important to you. So when someone's a jerk and they display things that you're like, "Ooh, I don't want that," it makes it more clear how important it is to you for your next person. That's
Yeah,
all
I think it's
about.
like almost like you get a sculpture, and you're chipping away,
Yeah.
and you find different. You go, "Ooh, hold on."
Now, will you get married again, you think?
I wanted to. Yeah, I don't know if I will now.
What?
Come on, give me a
He's just said you
break.
found
Yeah.
your soulmate.
I be honest with you. I'm seeing somebody that I adore. She's really cool. But I don't know if I'll ever give my heart the way I've given it. I mean, my marriage was, I knew we dated and were married for 16. We married 10 years. When the divorce started, so we're another 5, 15. We were together for another 5.
Okay.
And we have almost 20 years together. Now we have 2 beautiful children, and we get along great taking care of our kids.
That's great.
But she had a life-changing experience that I really didn't have the equipment to fulfill, so it just turned into,
Listen,
okay, we got to
things
part.
changed.
Right.
Whatever.
And there's, as far as hanging on to hate and anger and stuff against your ex, it's your children's parent, whether it's the dad or the mother. You have to find some way to be on the same page, to not fight in front of your kids, to not be total jerks, and to take care of your kids. And when they're old enough to go their separate ways, by that time, you'll be done with each other anyway.
I really love this guy.
There you go.
I had no idea you were going to be like what I'm seeing right now, but I love
What did you
it.
think you was going to be?
I didn't know you were this great.
I
You're
didn't know I
amazing.
was either.
All right, so fingers. All right, so you're in
I
a
really love
relationship
you.
now, but you're not sure if you're going to get married ever again.
That's all right.
Yeah, I don't know that I can unsheath the cage around my heart.
What? I don't believe it.
Well, on that
I don't
note, we have to
believe
go.
it.
We have to wrap up the show.
No, I don't believe
We're
it.
gonna have fingers back on the show.
I think when you find the right
Well,
chick.
somebody's pulling on the tethers. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
Yeah,
that means she wants to
exactly.
get engaged.
What?
What do you mean?
Shut your mouth.
How long have you been seeing this girl?
Isn't this the one that you were shuffling the songs with?
3 months?
Oh, that's
It's
it.
3 months.
Oh,
Forget
God. All right,
it.
we don't have time for that, guys.
You have another 7. Don't
You could be
worry.
on the next episode.
I'm
What
already
sign
kidding.
is she? That's important.
I'd rather not.
No pressure.
Pisces.
No pressure.
I'm
Don't worry.
going to say Pisces.
Anyway,
All right.
Fingers, listen.
You're amazing.
We love you so
You
much.
should be really proud of yourself. You
Yep.
created this whole thing that's still
going and still strong.
Yep.
And
All my friends look
Wow.
up to you. Everybody looks up to you.
yeah,
Everybody
like
loves you.
you should be really proud of yourself. And any chick
He's
that
gonna
doesn't, any chick that doesn't want to be with you, screw you. Screw
I
her.
wanna be with you.
Screw her.
I'm going to throw myself at you after this episode.
We're gonna get that on video too. But that'll be next week's show.
Part 2.
Fingers denied me.
What? Why do we have to?
All right, all
We're going to
right.
go from madhouse to sad house.
Yeah.
I love this guy. Can you come back on the show? I really love you.
I'd love to. I had a good time.
We should do a whole segment with him.
Listen, thanks
I
guys
love you.
for tuning
Wait, where
in.
can everybody find
Yeah,
you
where?
besides the radio
BAB.
show, obviously?
WBAB.
Go to WBAB.com. You can find out everything you need to know.
There you go. Finger.
And I'm on
Fingers!
Thanks.
We love you! Yeah!
Thanks everyone. We'll tune in next week.
James is wrapping us up. He's like, get the
Wrapping
hell
us
out of
up.
here.
Ciao everyone.
Ciao.
Adios amigos.
We got